Hey guys, you know what time it is? It's Winnie Escapes Wednesdays. I know my energy is a little down, but you'll know when you tune in what's going on. I'm gonna bring in a co-host, Miss T Quest GLM herself. Come on through, Miss T Quest.
You gonna add within 16 seconds? Girl,
Yeah,
I want to just might as well just be on as soon as we start. Like,
you should. Shoot.
well,
I
yeah.
was telling them like my energy is down today just because tomorrow, if you guys been watching every week, you know I'll be traveling out to Turks and Caicos.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it, but it's been so draining. The preparation of going on a trip. Oh my God. It's a lot because you have ups and downs. You know, you have to get your stuff together, figure out what you're going to wear, what you're going to do. And not just that, getting, your household prepared for you to leave. Like, I just finished cooking like 4 different meals.
What
And
you make?
I made stuffed shells. And then I did,
Ooh,
you know,
that
John, that's what they be loving.
I like it
They
too.
wanted that or lasagna, but John really was rooting for the stuffed shells, so I made the stuffed
Stuff
shells.
doesn't last as long as lasagna.
I know, but I told him when I come back, I promise the kids when I get back, I'll make them lasagna.
Mm-hmm.
Then I did like a tortellini and sausage pasta too. 2 pastas.
All right, so you made two of my favorite dishes for your family. Continue.
And well, you're not gonna like this because you can't eat it. I did a crab chowder soup.
Now
So
you're making chowder, knowing that I like chowder.
I have
Continue.
crab in there. You know, every week I've been making different soups. Remember last week I made zuppa toscana. This week I did the crab chowder. Even though I'm not gonna be able to eat it, but it's
What's
all
fourth
good.
meal, please?
Huh? Oh, and then I made they have salmon. So I made some salmon.
Yo, what is your dish? So you pretty much made of everything that I like.
I made it what they requested. And then I
Read
well, you know
what?
I don't eat
What?
salmon like
Read
that.
what?
So I don't mind making the salmon because I don't eat it like that. So I'm not gonna be here so they can have it all day. And then I bought like some hot dogs and hamburger sausages so he can grill. And then I told him Friday either they could warm up pizzas that they like or they can order it. But I'm like, that's all I'm doing. They already got their lunches ready for the week while I'm not gonna be here for school, and they already have their breakfast, so they should be straight. But people don't realize when you go sometimes you gotta make sure all that stuff is together before you leave because how they gonna eat? So I was like, okay, let me make calls to make sure everything. Let me make sure that's all straight. I pay all my bills before I bounce, and then go ahead.
So if you're gonna be, how long you gonna be gone?
5 days.
So who's gonna do the schooling?
Mr. Lee.
Oh,
That's gonna be interesting.
yes, because it's kind of like those moments where when you're the one that does like majority of everyday things,
Mm-hmm.
how to operate maneuver without that person that does the everyday things.
Yep.
Did you set up a camera in your house like a reality show, or because we've seen a lot of the movies and the Abby trying to set it like, wait,
Nope. I didn't set it up because I had 2 children who would sell everything. So I don't have to set it up. But I did contact both of the teachers. I have their cell phone numbers, so they gave it to me. I told them I'll be forwarding their numbers to, my husband. And I try to teach my baby girl how to maneuver by herself. So today was kind of like a trial month. She did pretty good. But, I told him, hey, here's the teacher's information. This is what you need to do. Hopefully they run smoothly through it tomorrow. If not, call the teacher. Don't call me because I'll be out on somewhere on the beach. But I'm out. I gotta go. I need a break. I need a freaking vacation. I need a break. And it was a lot putting this together. Definitely during COVID, all the different rules and regulations. That was tedious and tiring by itself because every country, like we mentioned last week, they have different rules and regulations. So we had to make sure we got our COVID test and our results back within 5 days. And most places, they're not doing that. And it was a particular type of test they required. So, it was a lot. And then you had to prove that you had medical insurance. And if you didn't, people had to purchase travel insurance to make sure, like, if you did get sick down in that country, you were.
How much is that?
The travel insurance wasn't that, but it was depending on your age. If you were under 35, it was $81, and if you were over 35, it's $121.
Definitely under.
But it's good because it does protect you and like your luggage. If you did get sick or anything, it covers your, hospital stay, covers your doctor visits, your treatments while you're away. So it's very important to have that. And if you didn't, you were able to upload like your summary of your insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was a lot of different things you had to do to get this stuff done. So I'm like, if you really wanted to go to this island, you had to do what they required because they was not playing. Like even now, I try to do my pre-check like I always do when I travel, and it's like, no, you cannot pre-check because they want to make sure that I have all the documentations that I submitted in the certificate that the country gave me, printed out, handed to the airlines, and then they'll let me check in. Yeah. So I have to leave very early, like 4:00 in the morning, because of my flight boards at 6.
I mean, it's not like it's the first flight you took in during the morning anyway.
It's not, but because I've been there's 13 females going, and since the last few days, I had to be like, hey, you got your test, you got this, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a certain amount of time that you have to do it. Mm-hmm. So that kept me up late. So it's just been busy couple of days. It's really been very, very busy. Not a lot of sleep, trying to figure out, okay, then everybody's like, what are we doing? I'm like, didn't you guys also get the itinerary? Like, why are you hitting me up left or right? What are we doing?
I mean, you can question that stuff, but let's not be oblivious. People still gonna ask you everything. You can tell them, I'll see you tomorrow at 9:00. So tomorrow, what time should I expect you? Didn't I just say 9:00? So we start at day 8:00 is our excursion. So we need everybody in the lobby at 7:00. What time are we meeting up for breakfast? I don't care what time you meet up for breakfast. Being at lobby at 7:00 for our excursion at 8. Like, it's just so bad, but that's just how people are.
It's so true. Even my best friend, she drives me crazy every time we travel together. Every single time we drive, it's like she's so annoying, and she knows she's very annoying. Well, you know how I am. I said, I don't care how you are, but when you get left behind and I'm not picking up your phone calls, don't be oblivious to why. Like, click. Oh, like, yes. She called me like 20 times yesterday. I'm like, I'm cooking. I'm taking a shower. I'm using. I don't care. I said, well, you're FaceTiming me. I'm trying to do stuff. Get out of here. She didn't care, and she kept on calling and calling.
I guess it don't matter what field you're in, because that's the same thing that I would have to do when it came to events. Mm-hmm. The week of the event, the day of the event, everyone's calling me, contacting. I'm like, what more do you need to know now? Like you're like, stop. You should have asked this a long time ago. Don't ask me now, because the day of an event, no one should be contacting the promoter. No one should be contacting the person in charge. You just need to be where you need to be and have everything you need and call it a day. But people, for some odd reason, as if they get a kick out of just stressing the person in charge. It's kind of like parents and their children.
It's not that they get a kick. I just realized people don't listen.
They don't.
But I don't know what
kids and their parents, like I just said.
Exactly. I just say you do this again, and it's not even just that people don't listen. People don't want to do the work.
No.
So if they can find someone else to do it for them, they'd rather harass you and have you do the work than them doing it themselves, which is like, really? How old are we now? But it's reality.
Well, I don't harass, but I definitely take advantage of what. Oh no, talk to my TA, talk to my travel agent. Thank you.
I don't mind that. Like, this is a group, and one thing that I'm going to be honest about that did frustrate me is that people didn't contact me directly. Like, they'll go to somebody else or somebody. I'm like, don't stress this person out. Call me. This is what I'm here for. To assist and to help you. And then it gives me a peace of mind, because now I'm like, okay, this person's all set. This person's all set. But when I don't know and I'm reaching out and I have to call another person, hey, did you hear from this person? Yeah, this was going on. I'm like, and then that person like, I don't know why they keep on hitting me up. And I'm like, I don't know either. So I was like, on this trip, I'm going to, I always have like a little meeting with the ladies who travels with me to say what's going on for next year, what's the plan for next year and stuff like that. But I would say, now I'm going to start doing each trip. I'm going to do just one big group email, group text. So that's the way I want everyone to start communicating, so that nothing gets messed up or in between the line, family or not. Like, don't hit me directly. That's why I have a business line. That's why I have stuff. Don't hit me on my personal line for business related stuff. Hit me up here so that I can make sure everything stays in order. And I'm not calling my sister, my mom. Just no. Like, even though we're related, business is business. I don't want anyone to be stressed out about a fun adventure that's supposed to be. This is my job. Let me do my job and don't stress anybody else about it, you know? And then I feel better because then I'm like, because say if someone called you, asked you something, you tell them one thing and it's not correct. Well, so-and-so tell me this. Well, that's not who you need to contact, you know? Let's do better as people and let's listen more. Girl, but at the end of the day, you know, with everything that's going on, it's just exciting to know that during COVID, I'm able to go somewhere that I've been planning for over a year now. Because as you know, and my followers should know if you follow me, I have trips booked out 2-3 years in advance. So people can't say, oh, I didn't know. Did you check my website? Did you watch my YouTube channel?
I said the same thing before someone else. I was telling them about the trip. You know, I was like, you know, because my girls is going to twerk. No, I didn't say that. But I was like, they going to Turks and Caicos. Oh my God, you should have told me about it. I said, it's ironically, all these people mysteriously pop up the moment the trip is happening. But they were just nowhere to be found the whole time when planning it. Now, in this certain case, the lady, I literally just like conversed with her recently and talked to her like, you know, like today. And like, I want to know, But I'm like, it's good to know for next time because we got plenty of trips. A lot of stuff coming up. I say you can go on my website and see where we're going, okay? Because it's already up there and it's going to stay up there because ain't nothing changing because of no COVID.
Exactly. And that's what it is. You try to give people time. And it always happens like that. Everybody, I had at least 5 people within this month alone try to hit me up to jump on this trip. I have the money.
Opening up, everyone's excited to want to go. So we're like, yo, let me get on that.
Yeah. When they heard about it, heard all the details that we're doing, like, oh my God, I want to go. I'm like, this trip is closed because I put a lot into my group trips or what they are. One, mine, Witness Escape Presents. So I put a lot into the plan, so I can't add you last minute. This is not me just saying, let's go to, you know, Jamaica and we're staying at this resort. No, that's something different. You know, I could book anybody if they have more rooms, you can do it. And plus with COVID, everybody's not at 100% capacity. When we're Turks and Caicos, we're actually going to a private island in Turks and Caicos. So therefore, when we land, we're getting on another plane, a personal plane, going to where we need to go. So many different pieces to this puzzle. I'm like, I can't change all this stuff. I have to contact besides the international travel, you got to contact the domestic travel, you got to contact your concierge services. It's just, I'm like, the trip is closed. And I said, I put this out there way in advance so that people have the opportunity to jump on, because when you want something to run smoothly and provide, you know, doing events yourself, like this is the event, it's just an international event. You want everything to be right. You want everything to run smoothly. You have a head count. Everybody already knows what's going on. And you just keep it moving. You know, you can't change things last minute. What you listening to? You got a beep bop in your own head.
I'm happy for your trip that's coming up.
Me too.
It goes, yo, what up? That's all. I'm not listening to nothing. I'm listening to you.
So yeah, it's exciting. You know, I finally packed. I was so stressed because, you know, getting the COVID test and everything. I'm all up in my nose, and I was
easy for me to pack. Bathing suit. That's it.
Well, you know, every night I always dress up for dinner because that's just what I do every time that when you travel with me, I always dress up for dinner. But that's basically what I packed too. I've got like 7 different swimsuits. So I could have like 2 a day. I packed mostly cover-ups, and then I could pack like 2 outfits for the day because when I do my excursions. But if I'm not doing excursions, I'm either in the pool, on the beach, or getting a massage. If I'm not doing it, I'm sleeping. That's nice. That's it. Like, I ain't trying to be like all day. I'll be in a swimsuit with a cover-up, laying out, because you know I love my natural vitamin D. That's why I come back with my little jacket.
It's
nothing like it. Good for your bones.
Yep. I'm here for all of that. I'm here for all of that because, hey, you work hard and you went through all the steps you got to do to get there. It's kind of like in the business world. Like, yes, everything looks great, but a lot of people had to put in a lot of work to get to where they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not everything is not like this for everybody. Just like the trip. It sounds great, but it's not just like, yo, here's a G, here's 2 G's. Now I'm on a plane. Let's go. No, the world has changed. There's more stipulations and everything that you got to be mindful of and got to be ready to handle.
Mm-hmm.
So go enjoy yourself. But even when you out there, you're going to get one of them. This is what you're going to get from the island people. Look at the Americans like, don't be bringing nothing over here, okay? I see you. Yeah. No.
That's what it makes us go so many things to come there. Like, we had to take our tests and have our results within 5 days. Not 5 business days, 5 days. Mm-hmm. And that's hard because a lot of places, you know, are not open or giving the test right back away. There was a particular test you had to take. So, you know, you had to really be on it. And there's nothing, you know, wrong with that, but it wasn't easy either. Like, I was like, oh my God, Jesus, please let this come back, Lord. Let it come back in time. You know, negotiating with the people. Like, I need this by this day. I had to call my doctor's office to get a script so that I can go to a particular hospital. If you had a doctor's script, they'll give it to you within 48 hours, you know, but you had to make an appointment because they were booked. So many different things have to come into it. And like you were mentioning earlier, when I do a group trip, I'm under a contract. Mm-hmm. So that I could get the best rates, the best things all included into my stuff. So I can't be like, oh yeah, today you want to come or this person want to drop off. That affects the contract that I was binded to. Uh-huh. So that money, like people dropped off, or do I have to cover them? You know, they go into special arrangements, or I have stuff pre-planned for my party, and then I can't be like last minute. Oh, now I need these many people, or I don't have this much. You know, I try to detail everything to the T. Like, I ask all the ladies, oh, what do you like to drink? I don't drink, but I know other people do. What do you like to drink? I just be like, make sure you got some mint so I could get my virgin mojito. That was my only request. But, you know, we have a lot of different specialty things going on. I will definitely tell you guys next week about it. I don't want to say because some of the girls might be watching and then they know. I never let everybody know everything. I like something to be a surprise.
You telling me?
Not always. I like everything to be a surprise so that, you know, people are always enticed to continue to come. Like, oh, she always do this. She always adds this. It makes it special. So that's what it's all about, having a good time, building memories, because that's one thing that, you know, you can cherish. And hopefully next year, people are watching, or even the rest of the events, like the women's retreat. People have 3 weeks to lock it in. If it's not locked in, ladies, don't call me the week of. I'm like, oh, I want to go to the retreat. I'm like, you had time pass. It's time to be responsible now. COVID and all, we have to be responsible.
Absolutely.
Because definitely with the COVID going on, you know, you have to have proper head count. You have to have these proper procedures for everybody's safety, for everybody's health, and just you know, a respect thing for one another. That we respect each other. We want to make sure everybody's safe, and we want to make sure we have a great time and have a great experience.
Absolutely. I like it. I dig it. I'm super excited for you guys and wait for you to get back, you know.
Yeah, so next week we'll have a lot to talk about. I'll tell you our experience. I'm going on different airlines this time, so I'll tell you how they do.
Who are you going with?
American Airlines.
I was just looking at some of the things from them too.
Yeah, because they had the same day flights. So I was like, because some of them was like next day, and I don't do next days on it. Like, I don't. I
was looking on something because, you know, going back to Connecticut for the event. Mm-hmm. And just looking at some stuff, I said, I wonder if I take the flight to Bradley in Connecticut, then I have to worry about the whole New York 2-week type of thing, right? But then
when you fly in there,
huh?
The New York, when I flew into, I was flying to New York. They don't have to quarantine for.
I know, but you gotta realize you're from Connecticut too. Like, they know you live right there, so they don't know. You know what I'm saying? But when I was looking, I was like, oh, they got Bradley. Yes. But then it was like 1 stop, 2 stop. I was like, I'm too bougie for that. I don't do stops. Only time I do stop is if it's international, like going like to Paris, to Germany, maybe places like that. But in the States, oh no. Too bougie.
We have a layover in Miami.
That's different.
Because we're going international, but I totally get it. Like, oh my God, I got a layover. I like to do direct flights, but they didn't have any direct flights out of New York. But I understand. But like you said, we try to get direct all the way. Definitely, like you said, what's the flight time? Like 2.5 hours from where you are to Connecticut? Like, wow.
It was like 3.5 to get to like to New York or something. But then it was almost 5 with the double. No, yes, they're like 2, 3, and then with the stop, it ended up being like almost 4 to 5. I'm like, no. No.
Yeah.
Certain things, like you know how people be talking about like they carry on bags and luggage and I get all that. Look, I don't wear clothes anyway, clearly. So I don't even need 2 luggage. Everything will fit in my one carry-on, no matter where I go. I'll stay somewhere for a month. I bet you all gonna be in that bag.
I ain't that good. I do have a carry-on in the book bag just because I know I got to bring back bottles. So I like to and souvenirs.
I don't want to talk about some, but I leave off the show.
About the bottles?
No, about a bag and like certain things. I'll say about my birthday next month. It's not about me.
But yeah, I try to put everything in the my one carry-on too. I'm like, and the only time I check bags is usually when I come back, because I know that if I don't get at the airport, I get it, at the island, the duty-free stuff as souvenirs, because I don't drink, but other people do. So I try to find the particular stuff that you can't get here. Keep my husband's bar stacked with all types of stuff. That's why he's like, I love it. You always give me something different, something I didn't even think about. I says more the ambiance, and if you like it when I go back, or
So you get 2, 1 for decoration, 1 for him to drink.
Try to do double. Definitely just something that I realize I pick out good alcohol and I don't drink. So it's true. Everything I bought, and I'm like, oh, try this. I like, I asked him because I know he's a cognac drinker. So I always try to get like a different cognac. And then I Cognac.
There's no cognac. It's cognac.
Cognac.
Wait, is that what they call it? Yak?
Probably.
I never put to it.
Maybe. Sounds like it makes sense. That's probably why.
Oh.
So I try to get something like that, and I also get where I'm going was like something that made there. Like when we went to St. Kitts, even though a lot of places make their own rums or tequilas, like Mexico makes their own tequila, so you always want to get something they have there. Even if it's here, it's cheaper to get it there. But like the different rums that, like when we went to St. Kitts, we got the rums for St. Kitts. When we went to Costa Rica, they had some rums and some other stuff. So I always try to get I always try to get stuff that's locally made that you're not gonna find anywhere else. Even when it comes out to like spices and stuff like that, I'll go and buy like their hot pepper sauces or just different things that you can't get here in the States. I'll bring it back, and then you never know, try something new, or if you see something that you like St. Kitts, they have this really good pepper sauce, and I bought it. I haven't opened it. I have like 2 or 3 bottles. Haven't opened up one yet, but it was really good.
Spicy. You can't handle spicy. You can't handle no heat.
I love spicy food, so stop it.
I don't know your life.
Okay. Okay. So it was really good. I had it at one of their popular restaurants where tourists goes, and they had it like all over. And one good thing about that place, St. Kitts, is our personal driver for the day. He took us to like 4 different grocery stores to find us this hot sauce, the kind of locals buy. There was nowhere like.
Did you go to the store or he went to the store?
I went in the store.
Oh, okay.
And I had it. I was like, do you have your pepper sauce? It's like, oh, and the guy told me the exact name of it. And so many places, because it's so popular, like that's what the locals, use. Finally at the 4th grocery store, which is like, they finally had it, so I bought it.
Kind of like when Patty Pies came out the first time, the way had them.
Hashtag, that was a good versus. Like, I don't know what people, they wasn't promoting it, but I love Patty and God's Night versus.
Society is not where it needs to be. They don't value greatness as they should.
Yeah, that was a great verses. So that had me going way back. And like they said, all they want to do is promote positivity, love, and that's all they wrote about, really. And they are in their 70s and still got it. And every note,
like a Anita Baker and Tony, even though they're not in the same realm, but for the fact that their voices are similar, that'd be kind of dope.
That would be dope. That would be actually a good one. And it'd be like old and young. That would be dope. And I would really enjoy that because, you know, we love Anita Baker and Tony. Those are my go-to karaoke's besides Tina Turner.
Yeah.
Everybody else who does R&B, I do them too. But I love the classics. It was a good time. I really enjoyed that versus this week.
Yeah, then check it out.
You need to.
I don't need to, but I'm sure have a moment. I'm like, oh, okay. Wait, did Patty play my song? If only you knew. Girl, I'm a song on all the
songs. She was so funny, yo. Patti LaBelle is a diva, but I love that she's who she is. And I found out that her and Gladys Knight are both Geminis, which I didn't know that.
I don't. That must be the first half of the year because I don't know where that is. That's I don't know the first half.
You're a hot mess. But anyways, they were both Geminis, and like they had a prompter. She's like, play it. Where's my lyrics? You know how long ago I wrote these songs? 30, 40, 50 years ago. I don't remember. Yeah,
hilarious.
I said, you tell them, because she was like, I don't remember these songs. Yo, I was like, yes, let them know how my lyrics. I was like, because she was karaoke into her own stuff. I don't remember. I know the melody. Yeah, it was so. Yo, I love them. They did really good vibing together. Gladys Knight was killing it. She was singing all her songs. It was really, really good, you know.
If you're a fan of You, why not? You know, they're classics for a reason. Like any new artist now, what? This song come on. They don't let you listen to it. They rapping the whole entire thing, I'd be like, can I hear the song? Like, this is not a performance, it's a listening session. You need to listen. Like, you know, it's true. But I'm glad they did good. But anyways, back to you. I just want to say I'm happy that you got everything together for this trip with 100 females. And because people don't understand the behind the scene things. I keep relating it to like family and parents and kids because you really have to make sure everything is together for your family. Just so you have to make sure everything is together for your trip. In your case, you had to do both at the same time. So I really commend you. And I really want to say safe travels on this trip and just have a great time. Just woosah because, you know, a lot of women, you know, and
don't do that to us. Don't do that to us. We are coming together. We're bonding. But that's the reason why I love it because every year we get bigger, and everybody who's coming, even though it's open to all races, are women of color, and we have a really good time, and that's dear to my heart. You know, even though it's stressful, I'm like, yo, the only thing I keep saying when I get to the island, it's gonna go all the way. When we all get to the island, like that's all I keep saying. I couldn't sleep last night. I was at 3:30 in the morning. Don't know why. But it's a great experience. It's always worth the headache. So like I'm like woosah, woosah, woosah. Everything's behind me. Everybody's all set. And I appreciate you, Quest, and understanding the back end of everything. It is a lot of work. I take it very seriously. I will lose sleep if you hit me up in the middle of the night. What's going on? Let me get this, you know, definitely is deadlines. But I'm excited, and I'm also truly blessed how God lets my trip grow every year. Every year it's been increased, so that also means that, you know, my work is not in vain. People will see it.
Where'd you go last year?
Last year I went on a cruise.
Where you go?
To Bermuda.
Oh, Bermuda.
And I believe T Quest was on that trip. She's like, where you go last year?
You know what? You're right. There was all women there. Oh my God.
But guys.
Ooh, I was lit and I was cute. Ooh, I had my thighs down in
air. You was naked on the trip. But everybody, thank you for tuning in. Next week, I will have some updates, some flicks and stuff like that. Please follow me on your social media platforms at Whitney Escapes on IG and Facebook. Please follow my YouTube channel, Whitney Escapes LLC. And please check out my website for new and upcoming events, www.whitneyscapes.com. And also don't forget the women's retreat. Final payment and everything is due in 3 weeks. So all you ladies, if you're interested, please come on out and let me know. I will be going this weekend, but I still will have my business phone on me. So if you email me anything in emergency, I will contact you at my early availability. If not, just wait until Mondays. But thank you guys. Until next time, T-Quest, let them know where they can follow you at.
You know, I like to keep it light, keep it simple, keep it raw, keep it real. Next time, you can follow me on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM and download that TQuest mobile app in your Google Play Store, in your App Store. And if you're a true fan of mine, you know October is just in 2 weeks, which means I'll be dropping random awesomeness all month. But in order to see it, you have to be following me. You have to be downloading my app. You have to check out the website and just go from there, because some of you guys might be a lucky winner to win something. So stay tuned.
Bye.
Yeah.